Hey guys, it's Doctor 12 coming at you, back on No Man's Land for the episode. And we've got two fields planted with the canola and uh, fixing to do this one in sunflower. We got the one behind us in sunflower, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. We'll get a headland out around it, or the bumper rounds as I call them. Get this done for those crazy AI workers. It's still early in the morning, just finished a pot of coffee, and headed out here to get everything going, get everything started. We have a full day ahead of us here. We've got this field to plant with sunflowers. We've got to fertilize the other ones we just planted, and we still have to plant corn over here. So, and honestly, if I was a smart person, I would go ahead and fertilize the field prior to planting. Because when you do that, you get the first stage of fertilization done. So if you use a planter or seeder, that fertilizes as well. All stages of fertilization is complete. You got stage 1 and 2. That's if I was a smart person, I would do that. Technically speaking. Or you could actually do it, not a better way, but another way. You could actually plant that stuff. Oilseed radish, the green fertilizer. Plant the oilseed radish, and when it sprouts up, you cultivate it under. And if you have a, no cultivation seeder or planter, direct drill, something like that, you don't even have to cultivate. You just go seed or plant, and you're done. Because it turns that oilseed radish into a green fertilizer. It's a green fertilizer, which means it's ozone friendly, it's earth friendly, it's no chemicals or anything like that. It's just the plant itself. So that would be another option as well. And I have done that several times before. The only thing I dislike with that is it's like a double planting. You're using the seeds up. But it's amazing because, and you don't even have to have a fertilization seeder or planter for that one, because you can just use the plain one that plants, and that's it. And then when you go back and plant your crop, use the combination of the seeder and planter, or the seeder planter fertilizer combo. That way you get stage 1 when you plow it under, and stage 2 when you actually plant your crop. If you've done it with the fertilizer while you're planting the oilseed radish, you'd end up with 3 fertilization stages. Excuse me, can't even talk. Words are a problem today, as every day. Bigger squirrel. It's every day. Anyway, but I don't know what I'll do. I hadn't fully decided yet. I may do the oilseed radish because I really like doing that. For one, depending on what planter or seeder you have, it may or may not have the fertilized option with it. And if it doesn't, the oilseed radish is an easy way to go because, for one, you just let it sprout up, and once it sprouts, you're done. There's your fertilization. It just takes a little longer. Nothing major, but a little longer. If you do slurry, which we don't have any animals right now, which is another thing we've got to do, you can use the slurry for that, or the manure, but we don't have that. We're going to have a crap load of digestate if we turn in our silage to the BGA, but we're wanting to save this silage. So this time we're not going to have digestate because you get your digestate from your silage from your biogas plant. So it's, there's a lot of ways you can fertilize. It's just to which one do you want to do for which field, which is best for you. As of right now, like I said, I may do the green fertilizer, the oilseed radish, because I can cover a lot of ground with a planter or seeder like that, depending on the size of it. And I don't even have to have a fertilization state with that planter. So I may do it that way. It may take a day or two longer to get my crop going, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Typically, the better way to do it, 6 one, half dozen of the other, because depending on the price of the seed versus the price of fertilizer. and the type of fertilizer that you use. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going around. I'll probably do another bumper round, and then I'll turn it over to the worker, and we'll go do something else. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I've got the sprayer rig. We are pretty much topped off with it, and we got some spraying to do. Look at that. We have some fertilizing to take care of. Here's my rig set up. I love this. I use the, of course, as you can tell, get it unfolded and stop here. Boom. Oh, crap. The Big Bud right there, sprayer rig, big brute. I love it. For one, the vast size of it that it uses, the spread, ground it covers, look at that. That's amazing. Love that. And I use the IT runner pack, trailer, and tank. And in doing that, I have over 1,400 liters of fertilizer. Now, granted, that's 14,700 is what I have. I said 1,400. It's 14,000 liters. 14,700 when it's totally 100% full. And it pulls from the tank. So this is basically one unit. Now, keep in mind, this is kind of worker friendly because the trailer swivels and you got these big bat wing arms out here, spraying arms. It is such a nuisance for a worker. Looks like I need to repair that as well. If it'll let me, it won't let me right now. So I guess I'll have to either take it to the shop and repair it or wait. And I think I'm going to have to do one or the other because it's not going to let me repair that. Dang it. I like doing the repair right here in the menu because it's on the fly. It's easy. But however, I'll let it go down a little bit more, then I'll do that on the fly. See, that's why the workers have a problem with this because of the backing. Because sometimes they'll try to back up and it gets so jackknifed and stupid. But this won't take long to do. So I'll probably just go ahead and do this field and be done with it because it's not going to take long. And it's already on the first stage of fertilization. All we need to do is the second. See how dark it is right there? We're getting that second stage in right now. And we're going to do that with all these fields because they just popped up. They've just sprouted. So we have the first stage, maybe the second stage of growth that we have to get this on before it gets too big. Because if it gets matured, we can't fertilize. It won't work. So we have to do that while it's at a young stage. Get this done. Because it won't take long to fertilize, especially with this setup. I love it. This thing is truly amazing. I try to use this on most of my maps and most of my farms because just the vast setup it is. I love it because for one, it works. And two, the amount that it holds. That's what I like. I could care less what brand it is and what it looks like, honestly. The vast amount of product that I'm using that it holds. This is amazing. I don't have to go fill up near as many times using this way. So I think it's pretty cool. Sometimes it's cumbersome to use, especially for the AI. Those actual idiots couldn't figure out pouring piss out of a boot if the instructions were on the bottom. But anyway, that's just, the way it is. And if you'll notice, look at that. We've got a stupid mixed crop right here. And I'll have to tell y'all about that. What that is you have to watch. We got a drag planting with, that's what I call it. When you go from one field to the other and you're turning around, your planter, even though it's lifted, if it drags the ground, it will plant. Because that did. It dragged the ground right there and it planted. So we actually, in our sunflower field, we have, what did I plant here? I really don't remember. The sunflowers are over there. Squirrel. Anyway, part of this crop is over there as well. So I'm just going to do a loop-de-loo right here and go right back. There we go. But yeah, that's so you got to watch Dragon when you're. I have actually learned turn it off, lift it up, and turn it off. That way you don't get the plant drag. Because when you swap from field to field, if it's unlevel and your seeder or planter drags, it's going to plant if it's turned on. Because that's exactly what it done to me. And it done it twice. And the first time I couldn't figure out why in the hell was my harvester not harvesting. Well, I found out. I was getting two different types of crops. It wouldn't harvest. It'd stop. It wouldn't do anything. It couldn't because I had mixed crop. And that's why it couldn't do it. And you can see that plain as day. That looks awful. But it is what it is. What do you do? Mess up the whole crop or a bigger section and waste the seed and the plants, or just suck it up and go with it. So I'm just going to suck it up and go with it. I'll harvest it right along with this, and that'll be it. I mean, I'll make do. It'll be fixed. Maybe next time, or until I forget about it and do it again. One to the other. But we'll get this done. We're actually getting a lot of stuff knocked out. I'm actually happy. We got the worker going. I'm getting this knocked out in the fertilization. Boom. Come right down through here. I like overlapping. That way you know for sure you've got it fertilized. I know it's overkill, a big overlap, but it's still, I know for a fact that when I'm done, it's fertilized. I don't have to worry about it. So the overlapping does wonders. Typically in real life, there's no way you'd overlap because it'd be a waste of product, and you would burn your crop. You don't want to add too much fertilizer of the nitrogen to it because you don't want to burn it. So, but with in-game, it just really doesn't matter. I mean, I know it's a simulation, but we all know this is not a real simulation. So, but anyway, it's still fun. I love it, and it's great. Besides, what would we be doing if we didn't have a farming game to go farming on? We would be bored. That's exactly what we would be doing. So, I'll finish this one up. I'm going to go ahead and move over to the other field behind me over here, get that fertilized up. Probably a bumper round or two on that, and turn the worker loose and let him do his thing. And then we'll go do something else, or start something else anyway, because it's got to be done. Come over here and catch this little tidbit by the edge of the field. So stick with me. We'll be back in just a second or two, and we'll see what else we can do. Maybe even tear up. Hang tight. Okay, I'm back. My goodness, we had a little delay. Had to set a worker straight. He was missing spots, and I had to go back and fix his fill-ins and messes with his screw-ups and everything else. So I just told him to go home. Go ahead and go on home. I'll finish it. It works that way. So get this little bit finished up. I will finish this one. Then I'm going to hire another worker. Hopefully he's a little better from the temp service. And get a high school kid in here. Probably a lot better anyway. Do that, and I'm going to go over and have them do the cornfield. Man, busy day. We got everything fertilized that we can fertilize as of yet. I guess start the worker on the cornfield, and I guess I can go chop some trees and get some new ground done. So, we got to move silage too, don't forget. So we may have to do a little bit of that. Let me get this finished, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. Yeah, we're back. Had a high school kid come by. She's looking for work, so hired him. Just now showing some ropes on the tractor. Let him get used to it and everything. And probably another round he's going to let me off and go over there to the uh, either the silage pit, bunker, or may go chop some wood. Let's go chop some wood. Matter of fact, hang on. He can drop me off right here. Whoop. There we go. I'll just walk over. I need the exercise. Take off over there. Cut across country. Hope I don't find a snake. That's going to suck. I'll scream like a little schoolgirl. Whew. My goodness, that'll be bad. I'm glad we don't have snakes in this game. Y'all should have heard me in Red Dead. Wow. Get over here. Boom. Yeah, those sunflowers looking good. Makes me want some sunflower seeds now. Traipse off over here. And another thing we need to do, while I'm thinking of it, we need to get rid of some pellets. We have an overabundance of pellets. So we have to, you didn't just see that. I didn't either. We need to get rid of those. I mean, they're sitting there taking up space. That is money we could be making. We have a lot of irons in the fire and not enough fire. My goodness, that's crazy. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm happy with this. I'm ecstatic with that. All right, let's transport over to all this good stuff right here. There. Yeah, we gotta get a few more trees out of the way today. Get them loaded up, get them taken care of. I get these done, and we'll get this land cleaned up, and I'll be right back with you. Kind of show you a little bit about what I'm doing here and what I got plans for. I think it'll work out, though. Once you see it, I think you're going to agree. Because sell a few trees, make a little cash, and clear up some land. Good for crops, anyway. Stick around. All right, finishing up here. Get these few little trees out of the way. Got most everything in the center part, all the little straggler trees I call them. Got all those taken care of and cut down. Got them loaded up over there. Got a decent load too. I mean, they're not going to be worth a whole lot, but it's a little bit of cash, and it clears up the land. Have to show you in just a little bit of what I've got cleared out and what I got done. Still need to do a little bit on the hill, but nothing major. You can see kind of right through there is pretty much all clear, except for the big clumps, which I think I'll leave those. I mean, for the most part, I'll thin them out maybe, but I think I'll probably leave them. And I'm so glad these were the small toothpick trees like this. Oh my gosh. So easy to load. Don't even have to use a tractor. You just pick them up and take off. Makes it easy. You can see the three of them right there. Of course, I loaded those with a tractor because with PS4, you can't pick those up. So we had to have a tractor for that. But with all the others, they were loaded just like that right here. Makes it easier. That's my kind of logging. Now I'll get this started up. You can see right out through there where all those little trees were and all the stuff that's plowed right here. You can tell where I've cut because I've also plowed up where the ground was around it. So that's all taken care of. And that big patch right there, I said I'll probably thin that out. I may even take it out, but for right now it's good. This is good workable land and we can actually plan on it and use it. Get that little small bit right here taken out. That'll be easy. That'll be simple to do. But I actually want to come over here and take this little piece out right here where it starts thinning out right there at the point and take all those trees out right here, which is not many. It'll be easy to do and we'll get it done. Just take some time, but right now, this ground is usable and plantable. Hope you liked it. Thumbs up would be great. Subscribe if you hadn't. Check out everybody on the featured list over there, featured channels. They're pretty awesome. I'm glad you stopped by. And until next time, we'll catch you later.